We move on to Tuesday's games, the Boston Celtics versus the Atlanta Hawks. And guys, I'm just going to say it right now. This series is over. This series was over before it started. I predicted this was ending in 5. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. You just look up and down the lineups. Look at the players when they stand next to each other on the court. The Celtics are taller, faster, stronger, better. There's really no schematic way in which the Hawks win this series. They're going to have a historic shooting night, and the Celtics are going to have a pretty terrible shooting night for the Celtics to lose this game. The Celtics have shot over 40% from 3 in every game bar one, and I want to say they still shot 39% in that game. They're shooting 42.2% from beyond the arc in this series. What they're doing such a good job of is they're playing 5 out, so everybody's outside of the perimeter, and they're using their size and their strength and their power to drive the ball and collapse the lane, and then they're able to kick it out to open shooters. And everybody on the Celtics can shoot, including everybody that comes off the bench. Everyone except for Robert Williams that's getting minutes can make a lot of threes. And they've got a lot of guys shooting over 40% too, and they've got a lot of guys shooting over 40% in this series. Jaylen Brown wasn't even that good in the first few games. He only got going in the last game. And, of course, the Hawks had no chance in that one. Series was over before it started. I already said that, but it's over right now. I do want to talk about Trae Young real quick before we move on out of this series. He has to be excellent just to mitigate the negative impact of his defense. And he's not a terrible defender in and of himself. He's just so small and diminutive that he can't help it, especially going against a team with big guards like the Celtics and big wings. Like he had 35 and 15, and he made 40% of his threes, and he had an even plus minus. It was the same thing in game 3. He didn't have the same box score. It was still good, but he had an even plus minus. It's like I was saying, his defense just hurts this Hawks team so much that not only does he have to be excellent just to cancel it out, but for them to win, he needs other players on his team to be excellent. And the Hawks don't have the supporting cast that you can always count on that to happen. Now, DeJounte Murray was good, 25, 9, and 7. DeAndre Hunter was actually great. He had 25 and 7, or 27 and 7, excuse me. But they lost that game. They're going to lose. It's going back to the Garden. I don't see the Celtics losing this one. I think they want to rest up as much as they can, or at least they want to stop the Sixers from resting, because that's what they're doing right now. They're waiting to see who wins the series, and obviously it's going to be the Celtics. And Joel Embiid has a knee problem. If you can get that series going before he's back, or even if he comes back before he's at his healthiest, that's what you want to do. So the Celtics win this one. The Hawks cover the spread. It's 12 points. That's a huge spread, and their backs are up against the wall. Their season's facing an elimination, and Trae Young might not be back in Atlanta when the next NBA season starts. So I don't think he's going to go out with a whimper, but Hawks cover, Celtics win that game, probably in the region of 6 to 10 points, somewhere around there.